All right, so they're no joke. The pressure injuries. So you know, they put people on bed rest. They don't go away. Once you get one, they don't go away. And it's even what killed Christopher Reeve, Superman. So we're not only seeking to improve health outcomes, save lives, but we also believe we can reduce significant costs in the healthcare system. Overall, pressure injuries have risen the cost to around 26 billion annually in health hospital-acquired pressure injury expenses alone. Our initial market opportunity in the spinal cord injury population is around 220,000 or 187 million. And at any given time, a third of these people have pressure injury, which makes it a great target market. We also seek to serve populations that go beyond the spinal cord injury population, grow more market opportunity. When our clinical research partners started addressing this problem over a decade ago, with over 7 million in grant funding, the most common request from users and clinicians was a smart seated overlay to provide awareness for pressure injuries and seam distribution. Now, this is an advanced sensory prosthesis, an intelligent system to sense pressure, moisture, temperature, motion, and more. With the mobile app, clinician dashboard, the system will provide awareness, intelligent alerts to wheelchair users about their seating condition to minimize the risk of pressure injuries. Along with the core system, the SenseTech system of care also supports telehealth and education, education to clinicians, consumers, and caregivers. We also are in the early stages of developing a bed monitoring system. With our close clinical and academic roots, we know this is going to be the best product around. We have the most intelligent alerts, user compatibility, and strong clinical network to get this to market. Our company so far has succeeded in raising $525,000 in NIH grant funds in Launch, Minnesota. We plan to enter the market through the VA healthcare system. With our clinical research network, we're going to qualify, quantify, and evaluate CMS reimbursement through clinical trials as well. We have a growing team of talented and experienced engineers and clinical partners. I want to give a shout out to Tammy Voss Draper, Chris Olney, and Missy Morrow, who had carried this for the last decade, and our supporters and contractors and accelerator programs. This fall, we're going to launch our seed round and get to market, and we want your help to help those who need it. So let's get out of our seats and move this forward.
So we have 4 minutes for Q&A.
So you are providing information to the patient and the healthcare providers. The assumption behind that is that there is something that can be done to change the patient's condition with that additional information.
Yeah.
What is it?
We're seeking a behavioral change. And so when I first broke my neck 12 years ago, they gave me a kitchen timer to wear around my neck. And I mean, nobody wears that after you leave the hospital. And really it's environmental and behavioral changes that need to be made to prevent these pressure injuries. Like I said earlier, you can't feel it, you're not aware of it. It's not really a problem until it is. And so, you know, not only are we seeking to prevent, but we're also seeking to minimize future people that have pressure injuries.
So what's the marketing process? Who are you selling this to directly? Is it the customer directly, or is it to suppliers? How are you looking at it?
It's kind of a mix. You know, obviously consumers drive demand, so direct end users. Clinicians are very interested, therapists, and durable medical equipment suppliers.
I also had just a technical question. Is it alarming? Is it providing an alarm to people based
So
upon the AI algorithm? Is that what's
what
going on?
it is the mat that goes over your seat cushion. talks to your cell phone wirelessly, provides AI alerts. So, it's not going to give you an alert every hour. It's going to give you an alert based on when you need it.
So you mentioned, the bed-based pressure sensors. So I'm assuming there's some other like kind of related markets in terms of like long-term care or things like that. Do you have an idea of what what those follow-on markets would be and what the sizes are?
Are you talking about the bed market? So, we've been primarily focused on the wheelchair market. So, we know we can develop something that fits beds. We know that market size is huge. The competition is also large. But, what we've done and what our clinical partners have done is really focused on a wheelchair system that has not been implemented.
Can you talk about your partners in terms of manufacturing?
Yeah, so right now, we're in the prototype development stage. So, it's kind of a mix of do we develop in-house? Our initial year and 2 years is under around 2,000 units, 5,000 units. So it's something that we could potentially do in-house, or we could bring it to a manufacturer.
And do you have a cost of goods now?
We have a target, and so that's part of our development plan.
How is power provided to the system? Is it dependent upon the wheelchair or is it, built in? How is it powered?
So we want to make it compatible with any wheelchair, any seat cushion, eventually any bed mattress and bed. When we get to hospital bed monitoring, we want that plugged into the system to be compliant with hospital systems.